A minute nine's not a lot, and you've got that third enemy now. Melly Jelly trying to move up, fakes out Austin. That is a great play right there. That cuts the lead 3-5.
A really good play there by the Monkeys, reading that he had to go quick as last man. With his teammate in front of him especially. Can't give him a lot of time on the ball there, especially here in Expert League.
We're going to see. Yeah. It's crazy to see. The Monkeys really want to fight for this one, though. We're going to see Zaya with a clear out to the side. That's a shot from Jimmy from the back right of the Monkeys side. Yeah. And that's a great team play there. Getting that bump, especially. That could have been savable.
Here and there. But that will give the Huskies a 2-goal lead with 3 minutes remaining. You know, match point, but what is the same touch off the back wall? Nutrition will tie that. Not tie it. Wow. Nutrition will equal. Not tie. Nutrition will retaliate. That's the word. From that last goal of the Huskies. And that.
Welcome, FDL fans. It is another exciting weekend. It is now Season 10, Week 9, the Adept League, Gators Unicorns. I am KG Fan 3. We have Clover in the booth. How are you doing, Clover?
I'm all right. We've got, as you said, Adept Gators Unicorns. For the Gators, we are looking at 3 wins, 4 losses in series. For Unicorns, we're looking at 7 wins, 1 loss. And if the Gators want any chance of surviving this, they're going to have to go all out. We've got 2 A lineups today, so this should be a very interesting match, KG.
I agree 100%. I am excited to see 2 of the powerhouses on each team take it to each other. Like you said, Unicorns, Gators, one team having the advantage in the wins losses department, obviously, but that doesn't mean anything until you get on the field and play the games. And that is exactly what we're hoping to do pretty soon here. I'm looking forward. We do have a little bit of a change. They are 4-4, as in the Gators, 4-4, but that does change things because the playoffs makes it a little bit different. Is it a possibility they can pump in? Is something can they do? Can they sneak themselves in? Can they bump somebody out? You never really know. Seeding can be important. So, Clover, I'm excited. How about you?
So am I. And without further ado, I say we get these guys in here.
I agree 100%. This is exciting. I'm ready for this. We got the Gators in yellow. We got the Unicorns in what I'm going as magenta or pink. You can call it whatever you want. A little bit more magenta maybe on my part, but it doesn't matter. We've got the countdown going in game 1, the opening game for the weekend. It's Too Cool and Ninja meeting in the middle with Austin. Oh, that was a little close there. Lil going up for it, slamming it down, and a good save by Too Cool. Is able to get the corner, getting demoed by Ninja off the bat. Austin moving on up, trying to get in front with a fake. Can Lil get back? No, what a play right there to open this series.
A little bit unlucky there from the Gators. I'd assume just messed up his recovery and wasn't able to quite get there. It's unfortunate with low boost from Lil here. All right, on this kickoff, we are going to have Lil and Austin. Austin or Austin?
I think it's Austin.
Okay. We've got Too Cool pushing this up into the Gators side of the field here, going up the corner, trying to get a pass to his teammate. Austin going for the bump, not able to quite get it though. Ninja will push this one out. He's going to take possession here, go for a 50 on Austin. Does win it though. However, Lil not there to back him up. Too Cool going off the wall here, trying to get it out mid. Tries to take a quick shot from the corner, barely off. We're going to see Austin take this. We're looking at a lot of possession from the Unicorns here. Potential shot, and Too Cool will put that one in off of Austin's pass. And my goodness, this is already a Unicorns pressure game.
Yeah, I think right now the Unicorns look like it feels like they've played together. They have a little bit of it feels like they know what they're going to do right off the bat, and it looks like the Gators right off the bat have had opportunities off kickoffs to get something in, but after that they've just been kind of stymied. Although there we go, a nice little answer. Just under a minute has passed. We've had 3 goals. It's 2-1, and as of right now, it's anybody's game.
Yeah, and that's a good play there by the Gators, popping it over Too Cool to Ninja. We're gonna see sorry, Austin and Lil here off this kickoff. Too Cool trying to go for the shot. Misses though, but should be in possession of Austin. Goes off of the back wall, goes for the double. Not quite able to put it in though. Lil with a save. He's going to try and push this one over Too Cool. Will do so. Goes for a bump on Austin. However, Ninji's not going to commit there. And honestly, probably a better play there to not commit and go into a double. But that's a good demo by Lil. However, Ninji's not able to do a whole lot with it. Looking a little awkward in his corner. He's going to push this over Cool Dude, Too Cool, but not quite able to. And now we're going to see Lil Rigger with the demo on Austin again. We're looking at a little bit of mayhem with all 4 players in the Unicorn's corner. My goodness. It's quite an interesting game so far. It's very back and forth despite the goals.
Yeah, those were early goals and 2 good ones. Too Cool going up. A nice little touch here. Lil coming around trying to make it a slam, but could not do it on target. Ninji trying to control it, and Ninji missing this one. Can Too Cool make a push? A little bit of a counter. Lil with a good 50. Austin does have some boost. Can they get some solid contact? They do. Ninji had plenty of boost in the tank and gets the save. Too Cool getting in the way of Lil to try to stop a shot and is able to get in front of it again while a favorable bounce for now goes their way. Austin able to send it away and get a clear and give them a chance to breathe, because right there the Gators had some chances. Here we go. Too Cool going up, a miss for both, but that's going to fall harmless to the other side with Lil able to give it pushed away and getting a great 50 to push it on target. Can Too Cool get back? No, he cannot. Ninja gets it in there, ties it up pretty much at halftime.
Yeah, we're looking at just a second over half of the game and tying up with the Gators and Unicorns today. This is quite an interesting match so far. Now we're going to see Ninji and Too Cool on this kickoff. Too Cool opting in for the wave dash kickoff, and it will win Austin possession. Austin taking a little bit of a fake in the Gators corner. Rigger with a bump. We're going to see Austin pass this one back to his teammate. Too Cool will get the better 50 out of this. Rigger with possession here. He's going to opt for a dribble. Tries to pop over. Gets over Austin. Takes a great 50 past Too Cool into the Unicorn's corner. Ninji up for the ball. Trying to get it forward, but does pass to Lil there. Unicorns knocking this one out to the side. Too Cool off of the ceiling. Goes for the shot. Lil is there to save it. Austin trying to just get a piece of this ball to try and make them a little awkward. Ninji with the demo on Too Cool, but misses the ball. We're going to see Lil, not the best touch, kind of throwing the ball away. Too Cool with a shot. Ooh, barely off the corner there. Austin trying to get a shot in again. However, Ninji gets a great save on that. We're going to see pass down to Too Cool and in the Gators net. That's goal number 3 for the Unicorns.
Yeah, that's a great pass right there. Lil's chance right there, opportunity to try to push it away, just couldn't quite get there in time, and that is a fantastic pass. Nice touch, soft enough, doesn't put him in bad situation. And there you go. We've got Too Cool now with Ninji meeting. Austin decides to cheat, and this just goes over Lil's head. Too Cool can't take advantage of that, so they could have pushed the lead up 2 with coming up to a minute. Couldn't quite do it. Too Cool with a good 50. This is going to go, but Austin decides not to go, and Ninji missing it, missed by Too Cool. This ball's bouncing. Austin backwards hitting this ball. Things are getting crazy, and yes, I think we are calling out mayhem, as somebody did earlier.
Yes, indeed. This game is quite chaotic, I would say. We're looking at a bump attempt from Too Cool. Ninji pass back to Lil. We're going to see it a shot on. That's a great clear there by Too Cool. However, still mid. Ninji with the double, barely off the crossbar. Rigger with the shot, and will put that one in. This game is back and forth. This is insane.
This is a great opening so far to this weekend. What a touch here. Both Ninji and Lil giving the Unicorns a lot of pressure at the end here. Still plenty of time for either team to really take advantage. This ball goes right to Too Cool. Too Cool with a nice touch. Ninji with full boost. Too Cool full boost. Flicks it over, hits the crossbar, hits towards goal. Can Austin get it? Does get a good touch. Tries to get it around Lil. Can't do it. This ball's slightly dangerous as Lil comes across, and Austin flies up, tries to clear it. Too Cool gets a little touch right up to Austin, who gets it up there, and Lil's able to stop it. And Clover, there is an opportunity for both teams here as the pressure comes up. Back wall, Ninja can't get there. Austin is able to score with 13 seconds. I still think there's plenty of time.
Yeah, we're looking at very back and forth here, but with 13 seconds left on the clock, it's going to be a little hard for the Gators to come back here. If they can somehow manage a kickoff strategy, this might just work for them. We're going to see a beat for the Gators. Ninja going to wait on this ball. A little too far, though. Lil's going first. We're going to see Austin clear this one out. High pop, though. It could be a potential shot for the Gators here. Ninja with a little bit of a miss, trying to keep this up and can't do so. Game 1 goes to the Unicorns. GG.
That's right. GG. That's an awesome opening. This is going to be a great series. Just a little bit of just a miss. They just at the end there tried to keep it up, couldn't quite do it, and the Unicorns kind of pull it away. They had a nice lead. They lost the lead, took the lead, or sorry, they got it tied up, and then they were able to just pull away at the end. This was an awesome game. I mean, Clover. Yeah, this was awesome. I'm excited.
So am I. And with how close this first game was, Gators definitely have a chance here. We're looking at 11 shots by the Unicorns, 8 from the Gators. And Gators looking like they were put on a little bit of too much defense this game. And if they can keep up their offense, I believe we will perhaps see a turnaround here.
Yeah, I think I would have to say definitely probably like 60 to 65% they were in their own side. Maybe, I mean, I could be wrong. I'm always usually the time of possession thing like that. I mean, I wish there was a stat for it, if there was somehow to actually, excuse me, actually take that stat in some way until, as the game goes on, of course. I would love to know, because like sometimes it just feels like they're in there the entire time, Clover.
Yeah, and I'm hoping that this game they can definitely turn around. We're going to see Too Cool with a kickoff up the sidewall. We're going to see Austin take this one from him. Too Cool up for the shot. Goes off the ceiling. Not quite a goal, though. We're going to see Lil pushing this one back. Ninja, a little bit of a team bump there. Not quite able to get the mid boost that he wants. Now we're going to see Unicorns on a little bit of defense here. We're looking at Rigger with a bump.
Ooh.
We're going to see Ninja, potential shot, shoots it a little high, but Lil should be there. Ooh, barely off the post. We're going to see a beat from Too Cool. Ninja a little awkward there. Let's see here. Ninja off the back wall, over to Lil. He's going to take this one, try and get a bump on Austin to keep him away from this ball. Too Cool with a shot. We're going to see Ninja save this one, take possession here. Kind of flicking a little too fast, pushing the ball away from him. That is to the Unicorn's back wall, and Lil gonna put this one in off of the ceiling.
And that is a good opening for the Gators to get the goal that takes the lead in Game 2. And that's they're hoping maybe not to look back and keep the lead like the Unicorns did. But we've got Ninja and Too Cool meeting, and Austin decides not to cheat, goes to the corner, gets that ball. That ball's going to go up, does not hit the ceiling. Too Cool does go up and misses that one. Unfortunately, had an opportunity. Lil comes off there, tries to get a self-setup pass, does. Austin with a nice save, coming across the wall. There's a little bit of a 2v1 opportunity. Can Austin send it on? He does go back wall. Lil tries to demo Too Cool. Ninja with a great save, as Austin sending it back in and scoring upper left 90. What a shot, Clover.
Yeah, and that's some great pressure there by the Unicorns, taking back their first lost goal. And well done there. Just not the best save from Ninja. It was a little awkward, and Too Cool kind of shot it into him. It is unfortunate for the Gators, but it's definitely still tie game with 3 minutes 30 left. We're going to see shot from Lil there right off of the kickoff, and that will bring their lead back by 1. And
nice.
So far, great pressure, both sides. Gators looking a lot better this game.
Oh, heck yeah. That was a nice play right there by Lil to get it around Too Cool at the end. Austin's going to meet Lil. A cheat by Ninja, moves up on it. Good 50 by Austin twice. Too Cool with very little boost. Can't get a solid touch. Nice 50 by Lil into the corner. Ninja's able to push it back inside the Unicorn's corner. Misses that attempt, but gets the demo, but Too Cool is able to dodge the other demo and try to get it clear. Ninja sends it down to Lil. Austin fakes the attempt and turns around, Too Cool missing Lil. Lil getting it around. Can't quite get it around Austin, unfortunately. Ninja goes up for it, not able to get it. And Lil is able to push this attempt from Austin into the corner with Austin stealing the boost. Too Cool going up for it, not getting a nice touch. And Ninja sending it to the side, keeping this score at 2-1 as we're starting to approach halftime. Austin trying to air drag with Lil able to hit it to the side. Ninja missing this. Can Too Cool beat Lil? No, Lil is able to get there in time, and Clover, the lack of aggression there definitely, could have been a goal right there for them.
Oh yeah, 100%. And I must say, that's not the best touch by Austin there, but we're looking at the Unicorns stepping up their pressure. Ooh. However, Too Cool does get a little bit dunked there, and that's just unfortunate. Not quite able to flick in time, or not being too aware of where the opponents were, and Lil just putting that one in for a 2-goal lead with a little over half the game left. And let's see if the Unicorns can bring it back here. We're going to see Austin on this kickoff. Ninja does take his boost. He will go off the back wall. Not the greatest touch. Too Cool will take possession of this. Opts to go in the air. Lil pushing this one out forward. Austin taking it to his back wall. Yet again, we're going to see a little bit of a flip over Lil, and that's a big double commit, and Austin will ground pinch that one in from his back wall.
The landing right there, that was a great landing, and didn't need to worry about it. Didn't hit off to the side. There was nothing to worry about, and I think that right there was a sigh of relief, at least for me, once it hit, because maybe I just lived vicariously right there through them, Clover, because I think I would have been scared on the landing just to send that ball completely off to the side.
Yeah, ground pinches can be a little tedious if
you
don't know what you're doing. And that's a great shot by Lil there, but Austin with a great save. We're going to see Ninja pushing this one up, a little bit of an open net. Austin pushing it out. Ooh, Too Cool, not the greatest touch. Shot from Lil. He's going to put that one in and force them to, be on low boost and not quite able to get the save after that recovery. And yeah, it looks like Austin was a little backwards in the net there, so that is very awkward, and the Gators will push their lead back up to 2 goals in this game, too. 1:44 left. We're going to see Ninja on this kickoff. Bouncing off of the Unicorns' corner. Too Cool clearing this one out. Ninja a little bit awkward. We're going to see Too Cool take possession here. Takes a shot. Not quite in, though. We're going to see a big clear out from the Gators. Austin off of his back wall. We know what he can do here. He does mess up his flip, though. Lil with a little bit of a shot and pass to Ninja, and Ninja getting a wave dash to put that one in for goal number 5.
Ooh, that's a nice touch by Lil, and then almost bumping Ninja into it, and trying to get him maybe to save that, but not quite able to do it.
It looks like he did bump him into it, and that's unfortunate. We're going to see, a back left kickoff strategy here from the Gators. They're really trying to push up their lead. And I got to ask, with only 1:10 left, do you think that the Unicorns can come back here, KG?
I always say there's a chance, but right here, the time starts to really become that massive factor. Too Cool trying to get it around Ninja, and that ball does stay in the corner, but no follow-up from Austin, and no boost, unfortunately, is able to push this to the side. But time becomes a big factor, and once you get to that point where you pretty much know that time's going to be, you're trying to get momentum back on your side for as long as you can, because you don't want to stay this way going into the next game, because now the series is going to be tied.
Yeah, and I gotta say, with Gators such a high lead with only 30 seconds left, just barely missing from Austin off of the post. I just gotta say, the Unicorns, they look about the same as they were last time, but the Gators seemed like they just increased their touches, their overall skill, and it's definitely working for them on the pressure side of things.
Yes, they definitely put up a lot more pressure here, and some misses here by the Unicorns, and they were able to take advantage of those, and the Gators tied this series. I'm still on board with this is an awesome series, and I can't wait. I always vote for a Game 5 because that's the way I want it, and it feels like that could happen. Right now, I think the Unicorns just need to settle down when they're on defense a little bit, get themselves maybe talk a little bit more on who's where, and things will be... things might change a little bit, but awesome game by the Gators right there. They just pushed that one to the limit.
Yeah, we're seeing 10 shots by Lil in this game, and that is crazy.
Mm.
We're going to see 12 shots total by the Unicorns, 11 total by the Gators. We're looking pretty even on the shots on the Unicorns from both players, which is pretty good. Austin with 4 saves. We're going to see 5 saves from Ninji. I think the Unicorns definitely need to step up their pressure again if they're going to win this game 3.
Yeah, I have that confidence that you had last, like the game 1. I mean, you were able to steal boost. You were able to keep that pressure up, keep everything on their side, and I think that's just. I think both teams, that's how they're kind of winning. I didn't see many counterattack goals that game. I think it was I think the Gators, if I remember correctly, they put up a lot of pressure, and so I think that's what the name of the game is right now. Can you keep that ball on their side? And I think right now it's Too Cool and Ninja, and a little bit of an interesting kickoff strategy. Lil's coming up for it. Nice touch. Austin is able to stop this. Good save right there. And Too Cool going to try to take control. Can't quite get it around Ninja. Ninja gets it but around Austin. This is dangerous. Too Cool is able to poke this though and get a clear with Austin, or I'm not sure who's taking control because nobody does. Lil comes in and challenges, and after I don't know, 30 seconds here, both teams seem a little just not quite ready to take charge, if that makes sense.
Yeah, and it's looking very awkward. We're not seeing a whole lot of possession from either team. They're kind of just banging the ball away, leaving the ball, as we saw from Austin. It's not what you like to see if you want to win. But Gators with a potential shot here. Ninja faking it out. Lil going for the shot. Austin with a great save though. And we'll get 3 saves so far in the first minute of the game. Quite impressive. We're seeing an air dribble bump attempt from Too Cool. Austin taking possession of this ball. You love to see it. However, not quite on target though. Ninja does miss it. We're going to see a little bit of an awkward touch there from Too Cool, and Ninja will be aggressive on that. Austin off the back wall. As I said, we know what he can do here. He's going to go for a low 50. Does fake out Lil, and that's going to be a goal for the Unicorns with 3:34 remaining.
That's a nice shot. 61 miles an hour off of that with a couple of boosts left. Ninja just not able to mark that one. And it's a good start by the Unicorns. Actually, that was a minute and a half pretty much that nobody's did anything. This could be a sneaky kickoff by Too Cool to speed up his play right off the kickoff. Look at that.
Yeah, a little bit of an error there on Ninja's part. Not quite speed flipping correctly into that ball, and with Lil cheating up so hard, it's kind of hard to determine where that ball is going to go. Now, let's see here. We've got Too Cool on this kickoff. We're looking at Gators. Could double this if Ninja's there. Unfortunately, he's not going to commit. Lil is a little too far upfield. Austin going for a flick. Can't quite get it in the net, though. We're looking at a little bit of a 2v1. However, Too Cool up his back wall, trying to push this one out with the amount of boost he has. It's going to be a little slow for him to get back behind Austin. However, he will clear this out and buy his teammates some time. Austin opting to push this over. Too Cool with a shot. That's a great save there. Puts his teammate in possession. Ninja to Lil. Lil pushing this upfield. Ninja's going to try and go for a 50 here. Doesn't quite get it. Lil will try to keep this one in there, the Unicorn side of the field. Oh! No. And that could be a great shot from Ninja. Kind of a redirect off of Too Cool's touch there.
Yeah, I'm not sure that's going in. I'm not sure that's not going in. That was actually kind of a hard tell from where I was looking. But you do know that Too Cool did not mean to pass it to Ninja. That's an oops. Is that... I know it doesn't quite fall into the Eagles moment, but is that close?
I think so. I would call that close. I mean, passing it to the opponent.
A cousin?
Kind of. Yeah, perchance. Maybe a distant relative. But close nonetheless. And we're going to see Nicky put this one on off of Lil's pass to tie up the game with half of said game left.
Nice, a nice attack by Ninja right there. They were out of position a little bit. Plenty of time for both teams. You just shrug it off, play your game, ignore what you just saw, because you've got plenty of time on that clock. And there's still plenty of, like, Rocket League to be had. Ninja trying to collect a good demo by Too Cool, keeps a decent amount of the boost, and passes it to Austin. Can Austin get it on there? No, not able to connect. Too Cool is able to get around two. Can he send this on? An opportunity gets pushed forward, and that does not hit crossbar. It goes in the back of the net, Clover.
I was kind of scared there for Too Cool. It looked like he might have flicked it into the crossbar, getting a little greedy. But still a goal nonetheless from the Unicorns. We're looking at 3-2 Unicorns' favor on this kickoff. We're going to see it's going to be in the Gators' favor, or on their side of the field. My fault. We've got Too Cool pushing this one up. Lil needs to get a decent save here. It's going to go out to Too Cool. Ooh, a little bit of a fake that gets Too Cool, and he will push it under both of the Gators to bring their lead up by 2.
See, like, both Lil and Ninja went up, and Ninja didn't realize it at the last second. Good job by Too Cool to realize it, and he's able to sneak it underneath. And that, again, this is the swing of Rocket League. It was 2-0, then 2-2, now 4-2. Still plenty of time for either team, because that's how fast these goals can happen in a 2v2 situation. Lil, nice save by a great attempt from Austin, who steals that boost. Not able to demo Ninja. Ninja not able to get the hit. Austin turns on it. Can he sneak it in there? Does. It's 5-2, and demoing Lil at the end, just for good measure.
Yeah, and ooh, that's a big miss there by Ninja to give Austin just the potential to just put that one right in there in the bottom right. Now, on this kickoff, we're going to see Ninja and Too Cool meet up in the middle. We're going to see...
Oh, my goodness.
Oof. Ninja with the kickoffs this game has not been great. I mean, he does have the goals, but it's not going to matter if he's giving them away as well. It's unfortunate.
Hey, this is what happens. Sometimes it's, there's still plenty of time. I think you can buckle down. You get that momentum back on your side. And almost another one. Ninja with a miss. Can Too Cool slide on it? Nice touch. That was actually a good send back. Lil's able to send it back. Ninja's able to push it forward. So that's a good defensive play. You got to feel pretty good, and like you're still fighting hard. But I would say that right now, get some of these kinks out. Good job by Ninja getting around Austin. Not able to get that on. Too Cool's able to get in front, but that ball hits off crossbar, then post. Does it hit off Austin at the end? I'm not sure.
I don't know, actually. I don't think so.
Nope.
No, it barely didn't. But that was almost an Eagles moment, and we hate to see those, but we love them at the same time. We're quite fond of them here at FDL. Now, we're going to see... These kickoffs have been quite interesting so far. We've got the Gators in a little bit of a double commit on that ball. However, Ninja is back, goes for an early challenge. Doesn't quite work for him. Austin pushing this one back to his back wall. Gonna wait on that boost, but not there in time. Oh, sorry. We're gonna see Austin get demoed. We're gonna see Lil try and push this one down to his teammate. Can't quite though. We're gonna see Too Cool pushing this one up the field. Ninja trying to just send it right back. Austin sending it right back. We're going to see Lil push this one up. Too Cool with a little bit of a clear. He's going to go for a 50. Will win it. Ninja. Oh, this game is all over the place. We're seeing the ball go back and forth and back and forth. It's a little hard to tell, but I'm pretty sure Unicorns will be taking this game 1 with how much time is left. And like you said, time is the biggest factor in these games.
Yeah, there's depending on the size of the lead, the time becomes a big factor. Like, you got a 3-goal lead with a minute left. Things really start to bog down. It's a 3-goal lead with 2 minutes left. Things are a little different. You can still relax a little bit and not be too pushy. But that game was a reversal from game 2. Game 1 was nice and close. Game 2 was a pretty much Gators only win. Game 3 was a Unicorns only win, and we have a timeout called by the Gators on their side. So that is a good play. I like what they're thinking. And the timeout starts after this after this first initial minute. Then you get a minute of just doing your thing, do what you got to do, and whatever you got to do, you know what I'm saying? What are you going to do, Clover?
Yeah, I mean, good idea here from the Gators to call a timeout here. It's one of the first few timeouts we've seen this season, and it's very good to talk about mistakes and everything. Get back into the mindset. I mean, with how that game went, Unicorns really stomped on the Gators, and it's got to be kind of hard for them to come back here, but I believe they can do it.
Well, I just noticed Lil had a 1, 2, 3, 4, and that has to mean something. Probably not, but that's not the point. I honestly, the fact that the Gators won game 2 the way they did definitely means this is not in any way, shape, or form an series over thing. This is it's obviously the Unicorns. They got to win one more, and we're good to go. But that being said, the Gators are there. They can win. There's a definite chance for them to win, and they just gotta take it to the Unicorns the way that they did in game 2. They gotta put that pressure on them, and they've got to figure out a way to get them off their game.
Yeah, and to be honest, it's still very close in the series. We're looking at two games so far. So the Unicorns are 2 games for the Unicorns. They are at match point. Gators definitely got to change up their approach to these Unicorns. They really got to bite back, and I'm hoping we can see this in this game. Now we're going to see, I believe, actually I can't tell. Okay, Ninji and Austin on this kickoff, trying to go for a back left, or back right from the Gators. Lil pushing this one out. It does go straight to Too Cool. Ninji with a great save there. Lil tries to push this one into the net and will do so. That's goal number 1 for the Gators in this game. 4, right?
Oh yeah, game 4. This is that's a great touch right there. That's realize that Austin is a little too close up, and even with the boost, I mean that was a 46-mile-an-hour hit. That's a hard hit. So I like that's the way to open the game up. And this is going to hit into the corner. Lil doesn't have any boost. Too Cool going up for it. Unfortunately, hits it to the right. Austin going up for it. Can't quite get that one either. Unfortunately, way too hard and hits off the wall and the post at the same time almost. Too Cool demoing Ninji. Austin not going for it as Lil able to beat it in that aggressive play. Pushes this ball into their territory. Ninji going up for it. Sends this back down. That's going to be slightly harmless as Too Cool controls this. Can't get it around Lil. This is going to be slightly dangerous as well, but Ninji decided not to go for it, although Austin, unfortunately, kind of drives into the wall there. Maybe it was all part of the plan. They have a chance here to counter. Ninji, unfortunately, Too Cool couldn't get down there and make a good play on that one, and then Austin comes flying by and slams that one in. And my gosh, Clover, just explain to me what just happened.
We're looking at a little bit of a double commit on defense. Ninji trying to use a delayed flip to pop this one up for himself after grabbing that corner boost, but Lil Rigger also going in for it. It's kind of unfortunate. A little bit of not a bad recovery, just a late recovery. And that can really settle a score, as we have just seen. Ooh, we're going to see a little bit of pressure here from the Gators right off the bat. We're going to see Ninji pushing this one over to the wall, going to grab this mid boost and try to turn. Lil is going to try and 50 this one. Will do so, gets it over Too Cool from Austin to Lil to Too Cool. We're seeing this ball all over the place, and we're seeing a big demo from Too Cool. He might be able to snipe this one in. He will with a pass from Austin off of the corner of the net.
That is a good job by Austin getting that ball exactly where it needed to be in front of the net. Too Cool, not too close, not too far. And Lil, that demo that ended up being big, it takes that lead 2-1. And still plenty of time though. It's Austin, Lil going and meeting. Too Cool cheating, gets that boost, but Lil takes control. Austin setting it up a little bit of pinch, but Ninji, how unfortunate is that, where Ninji basically eagles it in.
I mean, that's a great redirect.
That's crazy though. Wow.
Yeah,
when you read it again.
I mean, nice shot, Ninji.
Yeah, really.
But
I can't. It's hard to.
Just wrong side.
It's hard to like get mad at that. It's like one of those things like, it's not that bad. Good job by Austin demoing Ninji. Ninji though is able to push this aside. That ball's going to get pinched. Too Cool is able to control it. comes off the wall. Ninja, though, beating Too Cool. No boost on the follow. Is able to take that corner, however. And Lil gets beat by Austin. Austin maybe trying to set up, but can't do anything as Lil gets back in time. No, does not. Too Cool beats him. And that is a crazy play to extend this lead by 3.
Yeah, that's a great shot there by Too Cool. Perfect placement, right, just barely past Lil there into the top left corner of the Gators net. 4-1 with a little over half the game left. It's looking a little promising for the Unicorns here. However, not enough boost to get back to that ball from Too Cool. Lil trying to go for a low 50. Ninja with a shot barely off the post, unfortunately. And we're going to see Too Cool take this one up the wall. A little bit of a backflip. Not quite able to keep possession of this. We're going to see Austin with a save to the side with the Unicorns. A little bit of low boost. Austin taking his corner, though. Lil popping this one out to Ninja. Ninja to the Unicorns' corner. Trying to stay on this ball. Pinches it backward to his teammate. However, Lil does get beat by Too Cool's 50. Now, we're going to see Austin trying to take this one off of the ceiling. Can't really do much with it, though. We're going to see Lil opt for a big clear here. Try and buy some time to get some boost, maybe. Lil trying to take an early challenge on Too Cool. A little risky, but we're going to see Lil not quite able to get the shot. Austin taking this one up the sidewall. Trying to flip this one out. Not a lot of boost to do anything else, though. Gets a bump on Lil. Too Cool is there, but will not take that challenge. Now, with a minute 42, the Gators really have to step up their game here if they want to win this one. And they're looking a little scared.
I mean, I have to say, though, the Unicorns did a good job for like a minute and a half, pretty much keeping the ball out of the Gators' hands at all. They had to push that ball away and keep it away from their goal. This time, Lil's trying to push it forward, cannot quite do it. Too Cool right on them. Ninja does not get to dunk quite. They do get the 50 to the side. Austin gets it over one. Lil chasing Too Cool. Ninja having to save it. And now time's really starting to become a big factor. They need something to go their way right now, as Austin's a little awkward. That ball's going to be slightly dangerous. Can Ninja beat? No, Austin does. And as a minute starts to tick down with a 3-goal lead, the Gators really need to take a chomp out of this lead. Said it.
Nice. Good pun there. We're going to see... This can be good for the Gators. Ooh, Ninja barely off of the corner. Not able to quite slide that one in. A little bit of oh my goodness. We're seeing a little bit of a hard touch from Lil there. Ooh, he will get the save from Austin's clear, though. Trying to get over the back wall. Ninja clearing this one up. And with 30 seconds left on the... With 20 seconds left on the clock, this is going to be a little rough for the Gators. 3 goals in 20 seconds is not easy. Ooh. And however, we're going to see Ninja shot off of the crossbar. This is unfortunate. It's not looking very promising for the Gators, and you hate to see it. Ooh, we're seeing another goal. I don't think it's possible, though, unfortunately. With 4 seconds left, it's going to be hard. They're going to have to get a kickoff goal, and then they're going to have
2 kickoff goals, pretty much, yeah.
Or, yeah, 2 kickoff goals, a kickoff goal, and then try and keep it up at 0 seconds if they can.
I mean, this has to be a pinch in, is what it has to be. It just has to be. Yeah, it's over.
Ooh, yeah. They opted to fake it.
And that's a great game again. I mean, that I'm going to tell you, pretty exciting. The Unicorns with a big win. That they pushes their wins up, and big thanks to the Gators for an awesome series. Giving my own little GGs. I didn't even know it. No, but really though, that was a great series. 3-1 doesn't matter. The Gators played awesome. It just happened to be in this game, the Unicorns were able to take control early and then keep that ball. That I feel like that one minute, almost 2 minutes of keeping the ball away was a really big factor in that game, because the Gators weren't able to get any pressure for a chunk.
Yeah, especially in that last game. I mean, to be fair, I think the Gators played very well, and the Unicorns switching up their strategy a little bit, just trying to pressure back as much as possible. It's it's unfortunate for the Gators, but both parties did very well. And let's see here. We're trying to get an interview going,
Oh,
and we've got Too Cool in the booth. What is
What's
up,
up?
man? Congratulations on the win.
Thank you. I'm actually so happy right now. I'm trying to like keep it calm, otherwise I know I'm gonna say something I shouldn't.
oh man, too cool. How you doing?
Dude, I'm doing great. How you doing?
I'm not doing too bad. I'm glad to see you. I recognize the game. You're playing well. I want to say, how was I got your chemistry with Austin's pretty good. I'm assuming you've played once or twice together. Please.
Yeah, we have, and honestly, this time it was a little different because usually I'm on my main PC, and on my main PC I play more defensive style, but on my laptop I tend to play more like aggressive because I can, and when I play with Austin, usually I play very defensive and I just let him take everything. But recently, since I've been feeling better on my laptop, we've just been focused on that, and we're trying to do like a very double pressure type play style. So I'm pretty happy with how it went.
Ooh, pressure was right, and I feel like that you had a lot of control for most of the games, except for the game you lost. So I'm sorry to interrupt, Culver. I'm going to ask about that one game. What was different about that game that obviously was from the other three that you won?
So they scored more than us, and no, but for real, it was more of my nerves were still kicking in, and the first game kind of gave a little bit of release and too much release, and so all of a sudden I just played way too lax, and I just let them control the speed of the play more than I should have.
Mm-hmm. And I gotta say, are you proud with your performance today with Austin?
Yeah, 100%. Like, there's no doubt in my mind that together we can definitely like make a statement in playoffs.
I mean, yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing you guys there. And so you were saying it was just because you were a little too relaxed letting them control the ball in the one game they won?
100%. I mean, I'm not saying that it's not because they were playing well, because they were playing great. They're playing phenomenal. I had to keep my head in the game completely, otherwise we would pull a game two, and that's what happened. I wasn't really super focused on the game. I had a couple other things that I was worrying about, specifically not tabbing out on my computer, otherwise my game would have crashed. And I had someone join the VC and kind of just remind me that every time I was about to. So I kind of really wasn't locked in that game two, and I'm not saying that they wouldn't have won even if I was locked in, but it definitely contributed to them taking that by force.
Yeah. That makes sense. And you said you play better on your laptop. Can I ask, is that because of frame rate or?
Yeah, my main PC, I have two 32-inch monitors, but they're 75 FPS and 1080p. But on my laptop, it is a 144 hertz monitor, so it's like a lot better. It's still 17.5 inch, so it's like decent enough that I can see. Plus, when on my main PC, if I see too much, then all of a sudden I start overthinking things and I look at details way too much. On the laptop, I can just see just the right amount of stuff, so it's not too much pressure on me to try to overthink things.
And you said tabbing out would cause a little bit of an issue. Are you on keyboard and mouse?
No, not at all. But people kept spamming me on Discord to try to get me to tab out. And if I, out of habit, checked to see what that message was, my game would have crashed instantly. And usually I wouldn't do that during, like, after a goal was scored. So it would have been mid-series, mid-play.
Well, I'll be honest, Too Cool. It was awesome to see you guys play. That was a great series. There's still obviously, good, they end up taking one, but doesn't matter. I always want a game 5. You know that. But I'm glad that we had you in the booth. We've got about 10 more minutes before the next series comes up. So please, guys, stick around. FDL's not over. We've got more to go. So I can't wait to see you pretty soon. Stick around.
Breathing underwater. Can't let you go now. Making it so hard. You got to know now. Ooh, taking it too far. Nothing to hold now. I'm falling apart. Out in the cold now. Breathing underwater. Breathing underwater now. I can't let go. to be free. Far from my purpose, not too bad. I'm holding back, I've made it my plan. Seeing this next time, not sure what I'll plan. Holding the key firmly in my hands. I'm looking forward, I know where I'm at. And this is it, I have nothing to lose. Now is the right time, I'm making my move. Oh, high down. You can't bring me down.
Welcome back, FDL, to our 9 o'clock stream. Today we have Expert League, Lobsters versus Dragons, with Lobsters 3 wins, 4 losses, with Dragons at 1 win, 6 losses. I'm not sure if that's updated though, because it is week 9. But I say let's hand it to you, KG.
I'm excited to see this matchup. We obviously have somebody who we know pretty well in the booth doing some gaming this time. They've what I would say betrayed the sanctity of the booth to play in the game. It's not betrayal. I think it's awesome. I can't wait to see this series. I've got nothing else. I'm ready for them. Are you ready for them?
Indeed, I am. I say let's get these guys in here and get this game 1 started. Now, wait just a second here. All right, on this kickoff, we are going to have Tyler and Redwater up against each other, meeting in the middle. We're going to see Lobsters with the first kickoff win of the game. Galloway pushing this one up the field. He's going to take this mid boost from Moosey, and I believe Moosey is a pull-up from Origin, actually. And we're going to see goal number 1 from the Dragons to start things off.
You're taught a lot differently on how to rotate and stuff inside when you're Origin, and unfortunately, Moosey's going to have to be a little bit quicker, having to read the ball a little bit faster, because you're going to have players that are able to what's the word I want to use? Control their boost and stuff a little bit better as you get up higher. But look at that! Unfortunately, a pass from Redwater to Tyler BK, and Tyler BK takes advantage of that one so well.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, Galloway. That was Galloway a pass, basically. Sorry.
Yeah. And I guess another Eagles relative in this game.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to see Redwater versus Tyler on this kickoff. It will end up in a tie. Moosey with a good cheat, though, and that's honestly impressive, especially from Origin. Cheating up is a big part of the game. Ooh, we're going to see great save from Tyler. Close shot there by Redwater. Moosey clearing this one out with a little bit of a backflip. Galloway pushing this to the corner, trying to get a pass to himself. Gets a pass to his teammate instead. Redwater with a shot. Galloway not able to read off the back wall, though. Will get it mid, and we're going to see an Eagles moment from Tyler. Unfortunate way to start off this game.
We got to figure out what the cousin of the eagle is, because I need to know, because we've had a couple of those moments. I feel like that's a pass to the opponent is the cousin, and that one was a full-fledged Eagles moment. So that is, wings aplenty. Redwater going to send this up. Tyler's not going to get back in time, and that's a good push by Redwater off the kickoff. 407, 3-1 lead for the Dragons.
Indeed, and they're really starting to show how high they can fly against these sea creatures. 3-1 with only a little under a minute into the game is a lot of pressure coming from these Dragons. But let's see where the pressure goes this time. We're going to see Dragons with a kickoff win, sending the ball into the Lobsters' corner. Dragons really trying to keep this pressure here. Moosey trying to take a quick shot, can't get it on target. Redwater misreading the bounce. And, those bottom corner bounces are really hard to read. Now, we're going to see a little bit of awkwardness from the Dragons here. However, they will be able to push this one upfield. Moosey with a bump, trying to get it back to his teammate. And we're going to see Tyler push this one up to Galloway. Galloway sending it right back into the Lobster's corner. Tyler trying to stay on this ball, can't quite do so. Moosey, a little bit of a fake, trying to hit that ball forward. And we're going to see Galloway take a quick shot. Tyler able to really just push this over to his corner again. Redwater getting bumped around a little bit. Tyler with a big clear. The net is open, but it's not on target. Redwater taking this corner boost, or his corner boost. We're going to see Moosey, potential shot. Galloway with a save. Tyler with a big 50, and that's going to go straight in, and it looks like Tyler, he's just bigger.
Well, it starts off with a great pass, stays in the air. Galloway's able to save it, but gets dunk 50'd, and Tyler stops it, and that's an excellent, excellent play. Floating, he had plenty of boost the pretty much entire time, and got down exactly when he needed to, though. So that is a calculated play, what I would call it. So good job by Tyler keeping it in the corner. Unfortunately, and now has control of the ball, but doesn't have any boost really. Tyler trying to get it away from Galloway. Galloway hits a 50 right to Moosey. Redwater is there to get the save, but gets demoed for that. Moosey misses the mid boost, stops it, looking for a play over Galloway, but Galloway is able to dunk it a little bit. Tyler beats Galloway. Redwater keeps it in. This is a little dangerous. Can Galloway get anything? No, gets bumped by Moosey. Redwater backflips. Galloway can't keep this in, and Tyler, getting the corner boost, is able to finally get it away from the Dragons. So the attempt to keep it in their zone is failing right now. And right now it's a little dangerous as Redwater and Moosey meet. Tyler trying to go up for it. Galloway having to push it away, and Redwater taking control as we're coming up at 2 minutes. He's controlling it now, trying to get it through, and is able to force this one in there 4-2. And sorry, Clovers, I'm running out of breath.
You're fine. It looks like another bit of an Eagles moment, and it kind of was by Tyler, kind of 50ing on the side where the ball should have gone from Moosey's clear. But I believe it was a goal nonetheless. But I'd say that's an Eagles sibling.
Definitely
Now,
a sibling.
Yeah. We're going to see Tyler trying to keep this one into the Dragons side of the field. With 2 minutes left, 4-2, it's going to be hard for the Lobsters. Sorry, I've got Eagles all up in my brain at the moment. And, ooh, quick shot from Tyler. That will be another goal from him. Very good angle there from the Dragons sidewall.
Oh, yeah, that was a very nice play. Catching Galloway a little bit backwards, having to turn real quick. And Redwater coming off the wall, not able to push away far enough. So that's with a minute 47, the Lobsters had plenty of time to get their claws on the Dragons. And that's going to be a 50 win. Galloway is able to push it away, and Tyler's not able to follow this one up. That could have been an awesome, awesome thing for them, but not able to get it. Redwater meeting this one, and that counter is back. And just quickly how the tides turn when the Lobsters are in the sea.
Indeed, and it looks like they're drowning a little bit, despite being sea creatures. It's going to be hard for them to come back here with how much pressure the Dragons are putting on them. But on this kickoff, we're going to have Moosey versus Galloway. Redwater going for the back left kickoff strategy.
No way.
Galloway with a redirect.
No way.
However, Tyler with a big save, but not big enough. And Galloway's going to push that one in. That's a great passing play there from the Dragons.
That's a great touch by Galloway, I have to say, and good job. Like, the effort by Tyler to get back and save that was excellent too, but unfortunately the touch wasn't strong enough to push it away. And I'm going to tell you, I love the fight between both these teams. This is an exciting game. 6-3 feels like a dominated game, but I'll be honest, I don't feel like a domination game. It just, I don't know. This has been a pretty fun one so far.
Yeah, and a little bit of a fake there from Galloway to give Redwater the free goal, and looking like the Lobsters can't quite get back to that one. It's
As I say that.
Yeah, it's looking in the Dragons' favor this time around. Really soaring high. And it's going to be hard for the Lobsters to come back here. And we're going to see Galloway versus Moosey on this kickoff. Galloway does get the win, will take the Lobsters' corner boost. However, he does get demoed for it and punished. But we're going to see Redwater getting a back pass to Galloway. Galloway shooting this one up, missing his corner boost though, so not able to do much with it. Moosey with a big miss though, and that's going to be free shot for the Dragons. 8-3, 56 seconds left. It's going to be hard. Sorry for cutting you off.
No. It's completely fine. You're not wrong. It's going to be hard. 5-goal lead with 56 is really tough, and I would say that that position, that's a hard a thing to hit when you're backwards, having to jump up and try to turn around, and like, you don't want to put that one Tyler going up for this can't quite get there in time. You don't want to put it and center it for the other team, so you're trying to jump up and push that away and going away from your goal. So those are tough touches. So with it, like I'm glad he went for it because that sets you up for the next game and gives you a little bit of confidence that just because I missed it then doesn't mean I don't miss it. Like those I'll miss it later. I think I can do it. I'm gonna be confident. I'm glad the confidence is there because there's still plenty of time, plenty of Rocket League to be had between these both teams.
Yeah, and it's gonna be hard going into game 2 because I'm just gonna go ahead and assume. Dragons have cleared this out. There's not enough time for the Lobsters to come back here, but there is still potential for them to put on some good momentum. And we're looking at Dragons dropping this one to the floor to end game 1, 8-3. And that's going to be hard to come back from if you're the Lobsters. We're going to have to see a lot more pressure, I believe. With only 5 shots compared to the 11 that the Dragons had, it's definitely going to be hard.
Yeah, and it's I'm not gonna say like any this is not like excuse, but like I will say that it having to call somebody up, if you will, you've got if you have it's a different game. It really is. You have to be a little bit quicker, and then from there you will make mistakes because the speed that you have to go to is going to throw your rhythm off a little bit, and it gets a little tough. But I would say that Moosey playing really well, Tyler playing really well. They have plenty, and I say plenty of time to change things up. I mean, like the Lobsters, they were in it until like the end there. They had a chance, and I really feel like if they buckle themselves down, have a little confidence, there's a chance they could flip the Dragons over a little bit and put them on their wings.
Yeah, and maybe if they're able to cut those wings off, and I'm hoping we see that to keep away their pressure. And I guess we'll just have to see here in this. Yeah, we're gonna have to see in this game too, though, if the Lobsters can really show who they are. And we're looking at a bit of a kickoff win from the Lobsters. Galloway gonna try and push this one upfield. We're looking at a car switch as well from Galloway, and Redwater gonna take possession here, go for a little bit of an aerial play, gets it over one, does get bumped though, so not quite able to get the double, but Galloway will be there. And 16 seconds into this game, Lobsters a little shaky. It's gonna be hard.
I mean, that right there, Tyler just missing the clear out. Those happen a lot. Like I said, just buckle down, take it easy. You got this. You got the hits. Do what you can do. And this is an opportunity right here. Can Tyler push up on Galloway? Decides not to. Probably a good move, but still a little bit dangerous. Pushing them off of their, getting them off of their comfort zone is what you need to do. They have a chance. Moosey tried to get around, but unfortunately, great job by Redwater. Moosey is able to stop it, but unfortunately, backflips when they definitely tried to front flip and push this ball downfield. So unfortunately, Moosey's not back at an opportunity for them to sneak it in. They can't do it as Moosey gets a pinch clear or a pinch save to the other corner. So a minute has gone by. Tyler trying to get it on. That's going to go wide, but the Dragons with a 1-0 lead, but it's not like the Lobsters are out of this in any way.
Yeah,
oh, wow, what a touch.
Like a very nice goal to get it around both of the Dragons here. And that's, I would say, a fraction of the Dragons' wing cut off just from that one play. And with a minute into the game, the score's looking a lot closer this time around.
Definitely, and this was a good move, nice and patient. Redwater's going to 50 this inside the Lobster zone. Moosey does get that corner boost and tries to take control, comes off the wall. Redwater dunks him, but that ball's going to be flicked into the corner. Galloway moving up on it. That's going to be centered to Tyler. Tyler trying to send it forward. That's going to go plenty wide, giving Redwater a chance to control. Getting dunked by Tyler. Getting bumped by Tyler is Galloway, but that is cleared out to the other side by Redwater. Redwater trying to go for goal. No boost left, but Tyler is able to get a save and clear and a control, trying to take all the boost. Galloway gets pushes him to the mid and is able to get to the opposite side. So we're coming up on 3 minutes, Clover, and an attempt at goal, not able to get there. That would have been crazy there, Clover.
Yeah, and it's looking like right now the Lobsters are a little stuck on defense. They get the touch out, but then it's right back to their side of the field. a little scary if you're the Lobsters, but hopefully they can pull something out in a counterattack maybe. But Redwater trying to go for their counter. Tyler with a big save to the corner, grabs his corner boost. Galloway will be there though, and Redwater looking a little frightened with Tyler on this ball. Tyler will get it around him. Galloway is there for the touch back. And Galloway trying to stay on this ball as best as he can to try and get it over Moosey. And we're looking at a lot of players on this ball right now. Galloway pushing this one up. It's going to be a little bit of a difficult save for Moosey. Galloway to the backboard. Tyler not quite able to get the save, but does fake out Redwater. Galloway just trying to hold this pressure. And Moosey not quite able to get the 50. It will go in front of his net. Tyler almost own goaling, but he does get the clear out. Tyler, another save from Redwater's shot. Galloway a little awkward, but does have time on the ball. Will take a quick shot. Tyler, another save. Redwater pushing it right back to the Lobsters corner. Does fake out Tyler. Moosey barely missing that with the backflip. Just a little too far forward in the net there to not get that save.
Oh, just was wanting to go for it and decided not to. What a sneak by Galloway taking the lead. Still plenty of time, a minute 55. That entire situation, the entire set, the minute of playing, that was excellent part of Rocket League that I saw between both teams trying to take advantage of this and not able to do it. And we got Moosey going up for it. Can't quite get the touch on that one yet again as Redwater looking to make a play. Can't get it. Does not get a demo on Tyler. Tyler back wall looking for something, and Redwater is able to get a clear as Moosey's a little too far forward, but it doesn't get a counterattack by the Dragons, so nobody really taking crazy advantage of anything, although it was a pass by Redwater, but Tyler is there to get a clear and the boost with Galloway missing it, getting bumped by Tyler. Tyler with a decent 50. Redwater going up, sends it over to Moosey. Moosey getting bumped to the side, and Galloway taking control with it coming up on a minute to go. And the shot and goal saved by Tyler. Redwater keeping it in, but is not able to get it around. Moosey's able to get the save on the post. Can Tyler get there in time? No, that's off crossbar, and he's able to finish it as Redwater 3-1. And Clover, oh, the Dragons just kept it up there.
Yeah, and it's looking like they've been doing this pretty much the entire game, trying to make them fold under pressure. And it's really starting to work. They're starting to spread their wings, and the Lobsters they just keep going deeper into the water, and that's going to be a kickoff goal. A little bit of a mess up there by, I'm not really sure who actually. It seems like my camera's messed up. Ooh, Tyler. A little bit of a mess up, not quite able to get it back to the corner to Moosey. And that's going to make the lead 3 goals with a little under a minute left. It's going to be hard. And we're going to see Moosey and Galloway on this kickoff. Redwater taking control, going to try and go for the double tap. However, Tyler does get it out of the way, so he can't. Tyler choosing to stay on this ball. Gets it over Galloway. Goes for the Dragons corner. Redwater trying to say no and push this back up to their field. Tyler taking control of this ball. However, Redwater with a bump. Tyler with a big clear. Does get bumped. Moosey, potential shot here. He's going to try and pass it to his teammate. Redwater, not the best clear. Galloway is there to back it up, though. Redwater, not a lot of boost to work with, but will stay on the ball. Galloway looking a little scared here in his corner, and not a lot of boost now. Tyler with a shot, and it will be another goal for the Lobsters. And that's very well played.
Very well played. There's a chance here. You have to get a really good a kickoff goal, and the kickoff goal right here would be clutch. Unfortunately, just what happened before to get this lead to 4-2 was a kickoff goal, so it could be completely different right now. And 10 seconds to go by. Moosey's needing a touch, cannot quite get there. Tyler is just going to unfortunately hit that ball too far away and waste time as Galloway looking for maybe one last goal and does not get it on target. And the Dragons get the win 4-2. Not quite as convincing this time. I would say the Lobsters put up a heck of a fight. That was a good series, and good game for this series. But they're on the doorstep, the Dragons, of finishing it off.
Yeah, and we're looking at a lot of saves from the Lobsters, lots of shots from the Dragons. It's going to be really hard if the Lobsters want to get the chance to reverse sweep. I mean, it's scary if you're the Lobsters, to say the least. but Dragons feeling confident, holding their pressure. It's gonna be hard if they want to come back here, and I've said that a lot, but it's really tough. And I believe if the Lobsters want any chance of getting their reverse sweep, they're gonna have to up their pressure, make better clears, and try to not backflip as much.
Yeah, see, like it's unfortunately things like that. Those missed touches. They just sometimes I mean, don't get me wrong, missed touches and then making the right touches. Like you can tell that they want to get the ball where they want to, and just can't quite get it there. Like you don't want to center. You got that ball going there. You don't want to save center it on your own side where your teammate's still trying to get back. You're not trying to, but sometimes it happens. So like things like this, they have to try to mitigate as best they can. Is that going to sneak in? No, Galloway's able to get this. That was an intense start. Could have been crazy. Unfortunately, Moosey, that ball, I'm not sure if it hit the ceiling. Redwater is going to try to make an attempt and not able to get it. So off the bat, 2 attempts by the Dragons. Galloway missing this one. Tyler sending this on, and can he get in time? No, it's going to hit off the post and go wide as Redwater with no boost gets stopped by Moosey. Tyler is able to take the mid. They have a little bit of advantage here. Galloway trying to push to the side and does. Tyler coming off the wall does get that, but Galloway is able to push this up. Moosey hitting it back into the left side and not able to get a follow-up touch. And Redwater taking control, Clover. And right off that 0-0, almost a minute in, not too much has happened for either team.
Yeah, but I gotta say, the Lobsters definitely trying to keep as much pressure as possible here. We're looking at a lot better 50s from Moose as well, which is always good to see. Now we're going to see this ball is just staying in the Dragon side of the field. Tyler getting bumped over and over by Galloway. Galloway finally finding the demo that he wants. Tyler, big clear, does get dunked by Redwater though. Moosey trying to take this one to the wall with not a lot of boost. Does get a 50. Redwater kind of panicking a little bit, throwing this ball away, flipping a lot. And we're going to see Tyler in possession, trying to go for an air dribble. He's going to take this one up, probably play it to the corner. He wants that corner boost. And now he's getting it over. Moosey with a shot. Redwater is there to back it up, though. And with Redwater trying to get a counterattack going. Tyler, he's going to say no, and he's going to try and counter his counter.
And then unfortunately does get sent by Redwater. A little bit of an odd pinch. Galloway is going to hit it into the corner, unfortunately, of the Lobsters and not on target. A miss by Galloway. Tyler trying to send this forward, but Redwater is there, sending it right back into the opposite side of the Lobsters. And that's going to hit up back wall. Can Tyler get back in time? Does, because Moosey unfortunately missing that one. Galloway winning this one, pushing into the corner. Can Moosey get around? And does. Redwater coming for the challenge, hitting off the ceiling. Tyler slightly awkward, but is able to get this one and get control of it now, and finally pushing into the Dragon's side, but not able to keep it there as Galloway is able to stop it and take the mid boost with Redwater coming right back in. And we're halfway there. No goals for either team as they both just can't quite seem to get a foothold on each other. Uh-oh. Never mind.
We're looking at pressure back and forth here. First on Dragons, now on Lobsters. We're going to see shot from Redwater. Tyler with a great save, though. He's going to control this ball. He's in a 1v1. Let's see how he handles it. Redwater, though, able to get back and make the challenge for Galloway. Moosey going to the back wall with the ball. We're going to see Tyler on this with not a lot of boost. Opts for a low 50. Ooh. Does fake out Galloway. Redwater is able to get the beat on him, though, and a minute and 40 seconds left in this game. 0-0. Both teams are looking a lot better.
Oh yeah, this is the, even though no goals have been scored so far, this is the best one so far. They've been really at each other's throats. Galloway's going to try to send this up and can't get this on target, although well struck. That's going to be awkward. Good save by Moosey to get in front of that. Good job by Tyler getting around Galloway. Can they get around Redwater? Possibility, but no. Redwater says absolutely not. We're keeping this here right now. Back wall. Galloway hits it off the ceiling. Moosey goes away from it. Tyler coming up, looking for a touch, looking for the back wall. Can't get the double tap, and that would have been there as Redwater was patient. Demo by Galloway on Moosey charging forward. Redwater sending it to goal. That's gonna go in just barely, and just able to squeeze that one in there. What a shot.
Yeah, very well played by the Dragons. Galloway able to get the demo on Moosey, their last defender, and that's going to be very hard to rush back there. Now, we're going to see on this kickoff, we've got Moosey versus Galloway. Galloway getting the better 50 out of it. Tyler controlling his corner boost, now controlling the ball. He's in a 1v1, goes for an early flick, can't quite get it over Redwater. Now, it's looking a little scary. Ooh, Tyler getting a touch, a little hard for Moosey, though. He will opt to take it to the sidewall to himself. Galloway there for the 50, taking it to his corner. Tyler trying to pressure this ball, and he will do so. He's going to try and bang this one up to try and take possession. Now, taking it up the other side of the Dragon's wall. Redwater not able to get the clear. Galloway will, though. Now, with low boost from the Lobsters. Oh, never mind. Tyler got the 100 from his corner. He's going to try and get this around Redwater. Can't quite do so, though. Moosey taking a shot to push this one more up to the Dragon side of the field. They need as much pressure as they can get here. Ooh, not quite the shot that you want, though. We're going to see Tyler trying to take his time here. Can't do it, though. He's going to push this one up into the air. He needs to get this midfield for a 0-second goal. And then Galloway trying to push this one down. It stays up, and that... Oh, Moosey just barely with the miss. That's going to be game 3 to the Dragons.
Man, that was an intense last game. You just kind of, I felt like that was an opportunity, just not able, the Dragons were not, they were stingy this entire game, and so were the Lobsters. My goodness, I'm not that I'm frustrated, but I was just kind of hoping that we were going to extend this out, because I feel like that would have been another great series, but Dragons able to take this. Lobsters with an absolutely wonderful game. You got to be proud, man. Like that was some good playing. I don't care who you are. I thank you guys for this. A good series.
Yeah, I gotta agree, and I gotta give a shout out to the Lobsters. They played very well, and for having a pull up from Origin, it was a lot closer than I thought it would be. Despite it being 3-0 in the games, it felt so much closer than that.
100%. It definitely felt like it. Game 1 ended up being a really big pull away at the end, but I gotta go with the fact that that was a good series and a great watch and a good call. So we'll have to actually ask what the winners think about that, because I know they swept, but how did you guys feel? Did you feel like it was a sweep?
I mean, yeah.
Oh, okay.
But at the same time, I try not to take it competitively. I just wanted to have fun tonight. Much love to those guys. Love them to death, especially Moosey stepping up. All the love in the world to that guy, to that four-legged creature.
They run fast in 6 to 8 feet of snow, so I wouldn't really worry about them too much.
But they do rhyme with goosey, and that makes me a little bit concerned.
They're friends. Oh, good series. I gotta say that was it really was a good series. Game 1 was, I think, pretty close until the end where you really pulled away, but they showed up all 3 games. I would say they showed up. So I gotta ask, how did you feel about how the games progressed? You did really well, then it wasn't as good, and then the last one was a little bit of a clincher. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I made a mistake by going to an Octane hitbox when I've been playing nothing but Dominus. So that did not help for game 3.
Mm-hmm.
That helps.
And I meant to also start off in the Scarab, but I completely forgot to do so. But then after game 1, I literally asked Red, "Oh God, is it going to seem toxic if I switch to Scarab?" I meant to start in the Scarab. I felt bad. I was like, "All right, no, I'm gonna go to Fennec first." And no, I gotta go Scarab. Gotta have fun. And plus, it's my third favorite card to play in. So
yeah, I mean, one with the ball, right?
Right. It helps me miss less open nets when I actually shoot them, because I can actually visualize the ball. It helps.
Literally be the ball.
Exactly.
With wheels.
Confucius once said about this, I think.
Something about Rocket League. Oh yeah.
Yes, yeah. My favorite was that one quote from Soccer Teeth, as he's called, right?
Yeah. Oh
I mean-
gosh, I go ahead, please.
Oh, sorry.
No, I got
If
nothing.
you don't have any more questions, I believe we can close this out. I have nothing really much else to ask.
Other than, do you guys have anything you want? Anybody want to call out? Any fire you want to breathe anything on? Do you have anything like that?
Well, now that you give me this chance, I just want to say, no, not at all. I mean, I guess I'll call out Red for waking up about 15 minutes beforehand. This dude, nah.
That's given me a little too much time there. I woke up like 5 minutes before, and I felt horrible.
Listen, I didn't want to throw you too far underneath the bus, just a little bit. It's like one leg on there.
Dang fresh.
No, I just want to give a huge shout out to the Lobsters team. I absolutely love them. Much love to Smoothies, like I said, and Tyler. And much love to y'all, the casting, and Thor putting up with y'all in the casting booth.
Well, I mean, I feel like there's a rumor that possibly we might see a familiar face in approximately, let's say, 25 minutes. Am I crazy?
Well, I mean,
Just saying.
I don't know. I mean, you know what they say about rumors, and what Adele says about them. So I don't know.
I don't know, but maybe this rumor will come true in approximately 25 minutes when the next game is up, which I believe is a Star League Rams Gators, and I think it's going to be a good one. I hope so, especially since we've got some amazing casters going for that one. And yet, just want to point out one more thing before we leave. Thor is the production god that's been sitting here doing the production awesomeness that we can only hope to do because we're so terrible. So please give a big shout out to Thor. But we got plenty coming up. Like I said, hopefully 5 more games of Rocket League at 10 o'clock, so Eastern time. So stick around a little bit, go get something to eat, get a drink, and we'll see you pretty soon. Have a good one.
Honk.
Breathing underwater. Can't let you go now. Making it so hard. You got to know now. Ooh, taking it too far. Nothing to hold now. I'm falling apart. Out in the cold now. Breathing underwater. Breathing underwater now. I can't let go. Underwater.
Good evening, FDL, and welcome back to our 10 o'clock stream. Today we have Star League Rams versus Gators, and I believe this is going to be quite the interesting match, Galloway.
Absolutely, man. It should be a fun match to watch. I know I'm definitely looking forward to watching it. And oh boy, I have front row seats. I could not be any more happier or giddier than if I was even if I was a schoolgirl getting invited to the prom. Like I'm more giddy than that.
Yeah, 100%. I'm super excited to see where this Star League match goes, and we know Star is a very fun league to watch. So without further ado, I say we get these guys in here and get this game started. What do you say?
You know what? I agree 1000% to that. And I just cracked the whip in chat, and we got them joining up. We got Robot Man and Stoops coming in from the Gators, Haim, Game, and U Vegas for the Rams, and we got Stoops and U Vegas on kickoff. Goes in favors of the Gators, but Haim is able to throw it into the back corner and grab the boost. So a good start for him, but Stoops, never mind a terrible start for him, because Stoops will beat him to that ball, throw it mid, Robot Man slamming it home. Man, it's just an absolutely beautiful job by this Gators team to make it happen. But we do have a new kickoff now for goal 5 coming up for one of these two teams. Robot Man trying to get it center, but that was sent away by Haim. U Vegas pushing it. Stoops cutting it. Haim, however, taken away. Now it's going to 2v1 for a brief moment. Robot Man stepping up big for a big 50. Crossbar down. Haim able to throw it in, and we have Rams back on top after another goal. Hard fought even, but Robot Man getting goomba'd by Haim really threw a wrench in his plans.
Indeed, and well played there from the Rams. Ooh, that's an interesting kickoff. Opposite side going. We're going to see Stoops push this one up to Robot Man. It is a little awkward, though. Robot Man trying to get it down to him. Doesn't get it, but Stoops is able to read that ball off of the back wall for another goal for the Gators. We're seeing goals back and forth here. And if it keeps repeating like this, we're just going to have to let time tell.
So, dude, we're sitting at the OK Corral right now, just watching the shootout continue between two different sides, and we're just in the bar drinking our milk and nothing else, viewers, and eating some popcorn that they definitely had back in that time. But Stoops keeping it away from this this Rams team, but they get back to their corner. Gets the carry, gets a 50, but it is a good 50 in favor of the Rams. Robot Man unable to get his car up and read that quite right before Stoops having to go back on defense, gets the big boy clear, dodges a demo from U Vegas, but bumps U Vegas out of the way. Haim coming in to put that shot on target. Stoops out of boost, unable to get back in time, and that will be another goal for this Rams team, putting them back in the lead. The minute 57 remaining, and I think that's the first time a team has scored 2 goals in a row since the first time the the Rams scored 2 in a row, right? Right,
I
Clark?
believe so. Yeah. Ooh, but we're gonna see a win from the Gators, but Robot Man not quite able to control it. Does throw the ball away to the Rams. Rams now trying to pressure this ball. Robot Man with a big clear out to the Rams corner. Haim gonna wait back on this ball. Vegas going up for an air dribble. He's gonna try and get it through. Can't quite get it big enough. 50. Stoops with a great save. Robot Man now faking out this ball to Stoops. Robot Man not getting the corner, trying to just take a quick shot on. Now, Vegas banging this one upfield. Stoops is there to catch this one. He will take it to his sidewall. Haim is going to deny that action. Now, a little bit of a missed 50 there, but Stoops taking this possession. He's going to try and double this one. However, Vegas is there to catch it. Trying to juke out Robot Man. Can't quite do so. We're going to see Stoops try and play a 50 on this ball. He does miss, though. Haim is going to have this ball for free. Robot Man trying to make him a little awkward, throw him out of possession. That is right in front of the Gators net, and Vegas is able to put that one in.
Indeed, I don't know. That's a little bit of a mistouch. Maybe he's just hoping. Well, no, it's definitely a little bit of a mistouch. He can tell he wanted to carry that up and around on his hood as best as he could, but the ball a little bit more speed than he got away from him. That turned into an absolutely banger of a pass mid, and Rams sank that one, not making it good to waste. Stoops going up a little bit slow, but bangs Vegas back. Haim puts a little bit wide, but Robot Man was there to send it away. Would try to throw a prayer from down the field, but will get sent away. Vegas rushing. Stoops will put a nice 50 to stall that to the side. Gets the demo on Robot, but it does not matter because Haim will score once more to extend this lead to 3, and I'm beginning to think that this game is over. It's already getting away from the robots Gators, but I do think that one might be a Gator leather covered nail in the coffin. Ooh, yeah, that's definitely. I think that's definitely gonna be it, unless the Gators go on a rampage.
Yeah, and we're seeing Gators up 4. I want to see what they have in store, and I'm looking for more from the Gators today. Now let's see here on this kickoff. We're gonna see Stoops and Vegas on this kickoff. Haim pushing this back to his corner. He's gonna grab that corner boost, get it around Robot Man. Haim still controlling this ball with a lot of boost to work with. He doesn't quite get it around Robot Man, but will get the demo on last man Stoops. Vegas pushing this one up forward to their corner, trying to secure another goal, trying to hold off the Gators from getting their pressure back here. And now we're going to see Robot Man with a big clear up. Not quite able to reach this, though, and Vegas will put this one across. Stoops going to try and keep this up to hold pressure, but doesn't get the bounce off of the corner, and that will be game 1 to the Rams.
Indeed, and it seems like Haim has plenty of time for you to learn his correct pronunciation, sir. I'm sorry, I was going to make the terrible pun. But Haim, Vegas definitely kicking some major Katukas here in game 1. Started off a little bit slow, very tight between them and the Gators. Gators quickly got overwhelmed, especially with Haim getting those 5 goals off the 3 assists from Vegas. I mean, both of these players were working very well together in tandem. So were the Gators, too. If you're looking strictly at the stat line in general, they were working extremely well together. It's just the pressure that the Rams were putting on was just, I don't want to say overwhelming per se, but you have to start wondering if the Gators didn't feel swamped, pun intended, because they did lose by 4. They did allow 7 goals to go to that other team.
Yeah, and if the Gators really want a chance of surviving this, they're going to have to change their strategy in some way. I believe if they took their time with the ball, instead of kind of just banging it away from them, I was noticing they were doing that quite a lot here. If they can control this ball and make it go into their favor, they can come back here from that big goal lead that the Rams had. We're going to see big shot from Haim. Robot Man able to clear this one out. We're going to see Haim on this ball again. He's barely off the crossbar, and now we're going to see Haim backflip this one up to Vegas, but unfortunately a little bit of a team bump there. Getting a little aggressive with themselves. Robot Man, not a lot of boost. Going to try and just push this one upfield as well as he can. Try and play a 50. Haim not getting the better 50 away from Stoobs. However, Robot Man, big bump by Stoobs, and that might be a goal. Vegas is back for Haim to the corner, kind of making his team a little awkward there. Vegas gonna have this ball for free up his sidewall. Not quite the touch he wants, but does get it over Stoobs. Haim pushing this one up, trying to hold the pressure and keep the momentum to the Gator side of the field. Robot Man, a little awkward, not the best touch you want, and Vegas is going to take that ball right off of him and put it in his net. And with 50 seconds into this game, it's not a great start for the Gators.
I won't say it's not a great start because they have had some good looks themselves on offense. They have gotten 2 shots. However, the Rams have gotten 3 shots and a goal. It's definitely working out in the favor of the Rams right now, but Stu, Robot Man will equalize instantly. If Robot Man get a big 50 on the kickoff, get a big 50 in front of the net with both of them at 0 boost, Stu just coming in to just slam it home and tie it right up 6 seconds later. And I'll agree to you to an extent about one thing you said earlier about the Gators banging away, which is fair because they were getting overwhelmed and they were just trying to clear the ball when they could. However, one thing I would really love to see is that, well, I'm going to say some control because, not control, but, going for those 50s because if you're getting overwhelmed, if you win the 50s, that helps out big. But maybe the bangs do matter. Maybe the bangs just throws it in before the defense can keep up. And, hey, if it's starting to work now, that'll make the Rams have to change their game, which will help the Gators take more momentum. But what's better for your momentum, Clover, than 3 goals back to back to back?
Yeah, I mean, I'm starting to regret what I was saying. We're seeing a 2-goal lead now from the Gators, looking a lot better this game. A lot more pressure as well. Now we're going to see Robot Man and Haim on this kickoff. We're going to see a big win from the Rams, and that will be a kickoff goal. That's a great cheat from Vegas.
Indeed, and almost too wide, but Vegas able to rein it in enough to make sure Stoops has 0 chance of saving it. Did get that quick, not equalizer, but that's a great way to stop the momentum of the Gators, is that very quick goal to bring you back within striking distance of 1. But you're still not tied up. You still have to effectively stop what the Gators is doing because well, I guess technically you did stop them with that instant goal, but you got Stoops going for that demo. You got Robot Man still playing a good support, playing it ball in to his teammate Stoops. A little bit of a charitable fake. Actually, he has 0 boost. He ran out. Not much you could do about it. But Robot Man doing his best in the corner, giving his teammate Stoops, who had 0 boost steal, chance to relax as Robot Man tries to push it down the field. And while he couldn't quite, that team bump might come back to bite here. But Clover, right now it's battle of 50s. Now I'm okay with that.
And Gators still up a goal with a little over half the game with half the game left. It's going to be a little hard here. That's a great few saves there from the Gators. Now, Vegas with not a lot of boost on defense. It's going to be hard. Stoops with a shot. Haim will save this one and will clear it out enough to keep the pressure off for a second. Vegas grabbing that corner boost, clearing this out to the Gators side of the field. However, nobody back, but just barely off the net. Vegas trying to get a 50, try and keep it in the Gators side of the field. However, Stoops will clear this one out. Bounces off the corner. Haim getting a touch off the back wall. Robot Man with a shot, and that will be a goal for the Gators to bring it 4-2.
Robot Man coming alive with his hat trick, baby. A beautiful 8-ball corner pocket.
Oh,
Crossbar downski doodles. Didn't even hit the ground though. Just a fantastic placement with power. Rams unable to catch to it in time to give them that 2-goal lead. Now Stoops rushing back to the corner. Will not be able to beat him to the ball. It will be a brief moment. Robot goes for the demo. Doesn't get it, but Haim too busy trying to stay alive. Couldn't take the ball like he wanted to either. Robot Man going to try to slow it down. Vegas going to throw it, miss. Stoops throw it back to Robot. Robot popping it up, but jumps off the wall prematurely, allowing Haim to try to take control of this ball and go for 50. Beats Stoops 2v1. Robot Man 7 boosts to his name, doing all that he can do to just try to predict things, but not enough boosting the tank when you're facing down two very headstrong Rams with over 70% boosting their tank.
Yeah, and that's a great passing play. It kind of faked out the defender there on the Gators to try and... He thought he was going to take this shot straight up, but nope, his teammate was there and he was ready. Ooh, that's a big team bump, though. I believe that was a team bump. But we're going to see Stoops clearing this one out. Robot Man trying to go for the demo. That's a big 50 from the Gators. However, Vegas will be back to this one, but does fake it out. Robot Man trying to take a high shot, make him a little awkward. That's a little bit of a double commit from the Rams. Stoops gonna push this one upfield, get it over you, Vegas. Robot Man trying to opt for a redirect. Can't quite get it, though. Stoops trying to play this one high, make him waste boost. Robot Man, big clear to the Rams corner. He's gonna follow this. He tries to play the 50 early, but will steal the Rams corner. Haim trying to take a quick shot here. Stoops is back. He's gonna try and bang this one on net. Can't quite do so. That's a big demo from Haim. Vegas pushing this one upfield. Haim with another demo on the other Gator. We're gonna see Robot Man big clear. Glad he got back to that, and that's a big miss. However, Stoops will read it, and Robot Man trying to go for the redirect. Stoops there for his touch, and that will be another goal for the Gators. 42 seconds left, 5-3. What are you thinking, Galloway?
I'm thinking Gators are back, baby. That's a beautiful play from them. And that's a repeat.
5-4.
And Gators, I want to say, not as wide of a range of game one, but Gators definitely looked like they had the control there, had the tempo.
Yeah, I would say Gators definitely looked better this game. And now we're seeing, I believe, series scored 1-1. And it's with how the Gators were playing that game, so much better. We're seeing 12 shots from Gators, but 13 from the Rams. So Rams accuracy not quite there as much as the Gators. But definitely a very interesting game, I would say. What are you thinking?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Stoops and Robot Man doing a lot of good work there. Robot getting those 3 saves and 3 assists. Of course, Stoops also had 3 saves, which I know this man. He absolutely hates playing defense. So that's where, excuse me, that's where you really want to put that man, is put him into a fast-paced defensive situation. That's how the Rams, I feel like, won game one, is by being that headstrong offensive pressure, kept putting him in the situations he didn't like being in. If they can get back to doing that, Rams will be sitting pretty here in game 3 and be looking at quite possibly a good game or second game victory. But if the Gators are able to withstand the initial onslaught of what the Rams can do and get into their own rhythm, get into their own tempo, get that going forward, it definitely is the Gators to win in a good game too. And Stoops putting my words to truth into power, just going fast, getting a nice little touch past Haim in an angle that we didn't think was going to be possible, but he's able to throw that off to that goalpost, as you can tell by that annoying sound, and get the first goal for the Gators.
And now we're seeing another big kickoff in the Gators' favor. Vegas gonna take his corner boost, try and control this ball. Stoops with a shot, and that will be a goal. That is a very tight angle there. That was very good.
Oh, that was a beautiful angle right over Vegas' head.
Just barely past time as well. Not quite able to get back to that one. We're going to see Vegas versus Robot Man on this kickoff. Goes into the Gators' favor. We're going to see maybe another goal. Oh, barely off the post there. Off the crossbar, maybe. Now, this ball is going to be a little dangerous. Haim kind of passing it to Stoops, however, not quite getting the shot. Robot Man going to early challenge this ball. Can't quite get it, though. Haim with a shot. Not quite high enough. Stoops will be there. Vegas rushing back to this ball, trying to keep the Gators out of possession because we know what they can do with it. Vegas popping this one up. Going to go for an air dribble. Gets a little bit of a touch. Almost a bump on Robot Man. Haim not quite able to get it past him. However, Robot Man will see the better 50 out of this. Vegas passing it to Haim. Haim pushing it up into their corner. Vegas with a shot, not quite on though. Robot Man with a big bump, maybe an own goal. Haim pushing this one out. And now we're going to see Stoops try and get a flick on net. Robot Man over to the backboard. Now they're going to have to rush back here with low boost. This is going to be a little scary for the Gators, a little bit dangerous. Stoops not jumping right, though. Robot Man will get the clear out of this. Haim, a little bit of a 2v1. Robot Man going for the demo, can't find it. Haim grabs the 100 from the mid, grabs the 100 from the Gators corner. He's going to try and put this mid for Vegas, but he's not anywhere to be seen. Stoops trying to put a quick shot on Vegas, pushing it out. Robot Man sending it right back into the Rams corner. Ooh, that's a big 50 from Stoops, and it's looking like both teams are a little stuck on defense, and it's a little scary to see.
In defense, neither one of them can really get true momentum or true control over this ball, rather. They're just trying to withstand the onslaught of each other, and they're doing so successfully, but it's going to be all a matter of time before that comes to a crumbling halt. This right here, I'm about to say, could possibly be it, but Robot Man's responding after that demo is there on that end, but Vegas taking them back out again. Haim getting a pass, Stoops. Robot Man, after spawning, was able to get the boost, so he has a lot in the tank to make this work. Goes for a second touch, or sorry, Stoops goes for the demo, but Robot Man has to respond to the demo not working. Missing that, Stoops gets bumped. That's going to take some of his boost out of the tank, but that goes wide from Vegas. And Stoops will get a nice long clear. This should be a goal for the Gators. Never mind! The ball bounced! Okay, never mind, it is. But the ball bounced to the left as it landed. It was on target, but the backspin English on that ball did send it. Haim unable to respond to it in time, not ready for that. Stoops able to clean that up to get the third goal and his hat trick. The only man on this field doing much of anything on offense. And just, you know what? Right now it's just the Gator show.
Yeah.
And I did say, Clover, not to cut you off, but I did say if the Gators can withstand the first onslaught from the Rams, they will succeed. And that's what's been happening up until that moment there.
Yeah, and it's just a little awkward there from Robot Man, kind of getting thrown around in his corner of the net. And Haim able to get that angle. That's good to see if you're the Rams, but can they keep it up with 1:38 left to get 2 more goals? It's going to be a little tough. However, that's a big kickoff, but Gators will succeed in this one. Robot Man not able to get the touch he wants. Stoops not able to get it over Haim. Vegas with a potential open net. Big bump from Haim to give Vegas the open. And that's very well played by the Rams.
Oh, yeah. With that right there, beautiful play. Rams are back into it. Haim, well, big bump by on Robot. And plenty of time. I mean, this is plenty of time where the Gators have to feel a little bit nervous because, yeah, they scored 3 goals unanswered. But now the Rams have scored 3 goals unanswered. And while they, at 30 seconds ago, were looking pretty solid, now they are facing a brand new ball game with not even a dead even footing. Right now, the Rams are the ones carrying this momentum. They are the ones gaining the traction and are doing what needs to be done to push the pressure on the Gators. So Gators are going to have to find a way to stop it. This could be a big chance right here. Stoops, if it could have got past, would have been great. It wasn't the quarter, and Vegas will continue to send this out. Stoops will intercept it to pass the Robot, but Robot misses. Stoops turns, beats the man. It's a wide open net. Robot Man saves it, and the Gators miss a golden opportunity to take the lead. And now the Rams are going to take their chance to blow the lead chance. What a big save. Robot Man taketh the save or the goal away from his teammate, but he also taketh away from the other team. I don't know if that quite makes them even there, Clover, but I'm pretty sure they'll take it right now.
Yeah, and with 30 seconds left on the clock now, we might be able to see an overtime in this game. Wait, game 3? Yeah.
Yeah, this is game 3.
Yeah, so we've got Vegas clearing this one out. Haim taking that touch, pushing it even more forward. Robot Man a little awkward, not a lot of boost, but it will stay in the Rams side of the field. Stoops with a shot, not quite able to get there, and Robot Man able to clean it up for him and make that 4-3, 10 seconds left. The Rams really have to develop a kickoff strategy here.
Indeed, but we've seen kickoffs work very well for this Rams team, and they are a team that works great off of that head-on collision, works great at this scenario, so this could pay off. Stoops cheated up, Haim cheated up, but Stoops will get the second touch here, and that right there will give the Gators what they needed to win this game 3. The safety net by Stoops, beaten up and over Haim there, and Gators take game 3. I don't want to say I didn't see this coming, but I wanted to believe that the Gators, especially at their how they started, they were showing incredible. I don't have quite the right word in my head right now. I know what I'm going for, but I just can't quite think of the right word in the dictionary. But they were setting the tempo, doing everything right, and the Rams took way too long to get started. And once they got started, however, they went wild with it, just like the Gators did. But Gators were able to stop them and ultimately add another to bring it to a close with Stoops with 10 shots, man, and 4 goals.
Yeah, Stoops really showing what he's made of in this game 3, and it's going to be hard for the Rams to catch up here, especially with Stoops' accuracy in his shots. We're seeing 4 to 10, pretty well done, and it seems like Rams kind of fell out of it just a tiny bit here and there, and that's what caused them to get scored on, especially in those last few moments, looking a little scary for them. But with match point, they've got to do something here if they want to come back. All they need is one more win to take it to a game 5, and I'm praying that we can see that today, because that would be very interesting.
It would be, especially for a 10 p.m. hour. I know production, man, so it's Friday night. It's not as big of a deal, but I know it's always awkward for the production streamer, man, for if game 5 series for 10 p.m., especially between two very volatile teams like these, like this, who can easily explode at any point in time, and yet it's been close games each time as well. So it'll be very interesting to see what happens here in game 4. If Rams can get the early momentum, that'll be very, very huge for them. But Gators right now are the ones who are on the tear. They're going to have to somehow get control, and this right here is going to be the control needed. Vegas beating out Knocker Stoops, who was credited to save as well. And Gators had to do a lot of good work here, unable to do all that was needed to clear that ball. Rams able to control it and do a fantastic job doing so. Getting the first goal, that's what we needed to see from the Rams, however.
Indeed, and Rams going off for another kickoff shot, but Stoops will get the beat, and I believe that will be a goal for the Gators to send it right back to tie game. But so far, this game is looking a little scary. That's a little bit of an awkward challenge there from you, Vegas, and Stubbs is able to get it over him. But 1-1, 4:23 left. What?
You said Stubbs.
Oh, I said Stubbs? Oh, I'm so sorry. Sorry. Anyways, Robot Man clearing this out from his back wall. Hey, okay. You're fine. Anyways, Stoops. We've got, Robot Man trying to jump over this ball. Makes it a little awkward for himself with low boost. Haim getting a bump on him, but he's going to stay in the Ram side of the field where the ball is. Haim, not a lot of boost to work with, will stay on his back wall, popping it up to the ceiling. Robot Man is there for the shot. Vegas, great save out to his other corner. Haim pushing this one out and a little forward. Stoops trying to push this one back. We're going to see him try and take a shot on net here. And he's trying to keep this one in. That's a great save there by Vegas. Trying to clear this one out as well. Haim, 100 boost to his name. We're going to see what he can do here. He does get the clear over Stoops. Vegas trying to take the open. However, it's not quite in. And Haim able to put that one in there. I couldn't really tell if it was in from Vegas's angle.
Just barely going to bounce out off that ball. It was not going to go. Actually,
yeah, that's a
lead. I want to say it's like 51-49% going in, but it's so incredibly hard to tell. But it doesn't matter because Haim made sure it went in, giving them that lead. And I don't think anybody's going to complain in this tight of a game right now if a goal was stolen or not. But Stoops will go for a double here. We'll get a double touch, but can't get the third touch to actually put that in, which would have been incredibly sick. But now Haim, 0 boost, pretends to go for the fake. Stu's playing that perfectly well. Then gets a big dunk there. I don't think anybody from the Gators can actually get to it to make that go in. However, Haim will get the pinch out. Stoops is there to try to throw it aside, but can't get it. Robot Man in an incredibly awkward situation defensive-wise. He's able to make a great save. However, Vegas comes to clean it up to get him a 2-goal lead at just barely 13 seconds over the halfway marker. Clover, this game is starting to open up, but I still feel like we're not done seeing a close game.
Indeed, I have a feeling, a very bad feeling, that the Gators are going to come back here. If it's anything like their last games, they definitely have a chance at winning this. But we're going to see Haim push this up into their corner. However, Robot Man with a big clear, Stoobs with a big clear. We're going to see Vegas trying to put it over to his teammate around Stoobs. Robot Man up for this ball, going to push it out to his corner. Vegas is there for it though, and Robot Man right back to him. Vegas out middle. We're going to see Haim try and take a quick shot. Stoobs getting a clear out to Robot Man. Robot Man trying to put this one on. Try to get a redirect off of the wall maybe. Vegas, he's going to take this up the wall. Maybe a little bit of an air dribble. Going to play Robot Man's 50. Can't quite read it though. And Haim has a little bit of time, but Stoobs is there for it. Vegas trying to take his time with this ball. Going to try and control this. However, he doesn't control it well enough. And Haim is there for the save on Robot Man's shot. Not quite strong enough to put it in. We're going to see Vegas push it up to Haim. Ooh, that could have been a goal for the Gators, but Stoobs unfortunately saving that one, just flipping right in front of that play. And Haim with a shot, Robot Man with a save. And this is a lot to take in, Galloway. I can barely breathe.
You know, it's a lot to take in for sure. However, what an incredibly beautiful play that just really got robbed by the third man. The Stoobs unable to get there to make a counterattack. A little bit of a team bump will make things awkward, but Robot Man will send it to the corner. Stoobs goes for 50, but gets a little bit above it. Vegas no boost. Gets it past Robot Man, but Stoobs is able to clear it before Haim can turn in. But that's going to be a beautiful clear out center. Robot Man unable to control the speed to it in time, or control his car with that rate of speed from the ball in time. There we go. English is great. Was unable to throw that into the open net. And right now, Rams are kind of getting away with things here. Big demo on Stoobs, but Stoobs will spawn in, get a nice clear. Robot Man coming off the ceiling is able to get it around Stoobs. Will throw that in, and we have Gators down by 1 within striking distance. 43 seconds remaining, Clover, and this game is still going on in such an incredibly close fashion. Where I thought the Rams, if they could last just 5-10 more seconds, that they would have this in the bag. But now I'm incredibly okay. Never mind, they got the bag still.
I mean, that's a great play there, but
yes, it is
very unfortunate for the Gators. I mean, working so hard to get that goal in as well, with Robot Man with a very interesting ceiling challenge. I mean, it works very well though, keeping his flip for that long. It might have faked out the Rams, but it doesn't work this time because the Rams will respond to that goal. And with 30 seconds left, it's going to be hard for the Gators to get their game here to win this all. However, they are going to fight back as hard as they possibly can. We're going to see Stoobs trying to get a clear out. Haim is trying to send it right back to him. Robot Man back out. We're seeing back and forth here. We're going to see Stoobs pick up this mid boost. He's going to try and challenge this ball. He's going to try and, a little bit of a fake there. Faking out Vegas. Vegas trying to get a shot on. It might be enough, and it looks like it will be, and Stoobs not quite able to get the save there. I think this game 4 is closed out.
Yeah, this game's definitely closed out. We are game 5 bound for sure. And, you know, that is what you've been wanting for. That's what KG and the stands have been wanting. And you know what? I wouldn't have it either or any other way with these two teams. I feel slightly bad for our production man. Only slightly bad because he gets to watch some fantastic series when his internet's not killing him. But Rams taking one more for the road. I doubt we'll get to see another. And each time the Rams have won, Clover, I really want to point this out. They have won with a little bit of a wide margin. 4 goals each time. Because game 1 was 7-3. Now this is 6-2.
Yeah,
Rams cannot win in the close fashion. They blow it out. They completely control the game and their momentum. But when the Gators win, they control the momentum, but it's still incredibly tight. Man, this is such a fantastic series.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. And in game 4, closing it out, we've got 14 shots by the Rams with only 6 goals. We're seeing 7 shots from the Gators. So we're seeing half the shots that the Rams had that game. And if the Gators want to win this series, they've got to step up and take more control of this ball. It looks like they were stuck on defense for a little bit of that game. And the Rams really turning the tide around in their favor.
Yeah, here's the thing. The Gators have been great at bouncing back. We'll have to see if they can do so. But Rams, I definitely think they are feeling themselves that game there. I think it could be a huge threat coming into this game 5, and it's one that really time can only tell because nobody's calling for a timeout. Nobody's calling for a server reset. That means we were jumping straight into this, ladies and gentlemen. A fresh 5 minutes on the clock. We will have you Vegas going up against the Robot Man 3-2-1 on the kickoff. And Clover, take it away, my friend.
All right, we're going to see a very even kickoff here. Haim taking control of this ball, not boost to do though, or to do so. Now we're going to see Vegas 100 boost in the tank. We're going to see a bit of a 50 there, and then, sorry, Haim grabbing his corner boost. He's going to try and pop this one over Stoobs. Gets the better 50 out of it. Robot Man, not a whole lot of boost, but will stay on this ball. Big bump from Stoobs onto Vegas. Now, could be a shot. Vegas not quite getting the touch, though. Stoobs taking control of his corner and the ball. Gets it over Haim. Vegas, not a lot of boost, but does get the flip over Robot Man. However, it won't be enough, and Stoobs popping that one straight into the top right of the Rams' net. Great way to start off this game.
Yeah, indeed. And this comes back to, like we said in game 4, that's exactly what the Gators need. That's exactly what we want to see for the Gators. If they want to win this game, is to go ahead, get the early goals going, get the momentum going early for them. However, that's exactly not what you need to see from the Gators. But precisely from the Rams is taking that apart once the error happens. Because, man, it's not often when they happen, but when they do, it does open them up like that right there. And Rams have done a fantastic job at taking advantage of those. Gators will have to keep tight on their game if they want to avoid throwing it away to the Rams here. But either way, both these teams are playing fantastic.
Yeah, and we're a minute into this game. We can't really tell who's controlling this game, but ooh, that's a big miss. Haim, oh my goodness, that is a bunch of saves there by the Rams. Great defense. We're going to see Robot Man trying to push this one back. Trying to get it out of the Rams' favor, but he will pass it to Haim. And as me and KG were saying earlier, I'd say that's a little bit of a relative to the Eagles.
I mean, that's probably a Falcon right there. I mean, he passed it dead center and gave the perfect pass to the other team. I think we do need to create a term for that at some point. But Vegas will take the ball, get a flip reset. We'll see what he does with it. Gets around Stews, but Robot Man catches it. Haim not letting him do anything with it, but that's going to be a big bounce out. Robot Man goes for the demo, and Vegas does not get it, but she'll set up the rounds perfectly here. Stu, big 50. Clearing that ball out. Vegas will get the time to grab the boost, try to collect it. It does go favorably for the Gators here in this corner, but Rams playing it perfectly, playing it patiently. What they need to do is what they are doing. To hold on to that 1-goal lead so ever scarcely maintained in this series. But Stoops, the big beat there, will throw it. Vegas clearing it to the side. Awkward bounce, but has boost. Now Stoops goes for the 50. Stoops trying to get it out of that corner, unable to do so. Robot Man gets bumped, but Stoops bails him out. This is just neck and neck, back and forth. These two teams are trying to make something happen and just can't quite get it to work.
Yeah, and the Rams, while they're up a goal with half the game left, Gators really got to switch something around here. However, it looks like they might have a chance here. A little bit of a 2v1, but they do leave the ball to you, Vegas. It's a big 50 from Stoops. Time out to the middle, and it will be Robot Man sending that one in to tie up this game. 2 minutes, 19 seconds on the clock.
Big 50 from Stoops and a huge pass from him as well, reading the challenge perfectly. They get that mid to his teammate who was just waiting patiently. Full faith in his teammate because there was no way he's getting back in time, I don't think. Unless he did it perfectly. The Rams had a little bit of a misstep. But that'd be a good boost steal from you, Vegas. Able to send it to the corner. Robot Man now going to have to play a little bit of distraction. But in an awkward situation, Stoops, 0 boost. Able to get to 50 by closing that distance. Still 50, but we'll try to push it down. You Vegas seeing Robot Man cheating up too close. We'll pop that up into the air. Throw that into the net to retake that lead. And Rams doing everything right. Well, not everything right, but they're doing a lot of things right, especially reading what the Gators were going to do. As you Vegas just expertly demonstrated. Gators, I still feel like they have to convince me that they're going to win this game because right now I think it's going to be incredibly close, but it's looking like the Rams are the ones who are really controlling the tempo too much.
Yeah, and let's see here right now. Gators trying to put on as much pressure as they can. Stoops is going to challenge this ball. Barely misses though. Haim is going to control the ball for his mistakes. It's a big demo on Robot Man, trying to send it out mid for you, Vegas. Stoops reading the pass, will clear this one out. Gets it over to the the Rams side of the field this time around. Now let's see here. You Vegas, big pinch over Robot Man. He might be able to score this. Stoops is back though. He will send this one out and try and play to that same corner again. Gets a big demo on Haim, takes the corner. You Vegas, a lot of boost to work with. Gets it over Stoops, trying to get it over Robot Man. However, he doesn't, but Haim will. You Vegas getting a little bit of a bump on Stoops. Not quite enough though. He's going to try and stay on this ball. Gets a big 50, but Robot Man winning the better side of this. With not a lot of boost, he's trying to scare off his opponent. Stoops, big shot, and that will go in top left down. That was very well placed by Stoops. Great pass from Robot Man.
Absolutely, and this Gators team, especially Stoops, is absolutely loving the crossbar goalpost game tonight because that one could not have been placed anywhere else and go in. That was closed off by Haim otherwise. But a fantastic job by him. Robot Man now trying to throw it low. Be a high pop there. Stoops goes up and gets beat. However, Robot Man does classic Gator things of getting the demo. Let's take this off the backboard. Tries to do something with it, but it gets awkward. I think Stoops tried to throw it back up into him, but was a no-go there. And that's going to be incredibly dangerous. And it is the Gators who is killing themselves because they're constantly getting beat with little mistakes. Like right there, for example, no need to go, no need to push that. I appreciate you wanting to close off the passing lane, but that's a very high risk, low reward kind of play to go for. And as we just saw, after fighting so hard to tie it up, they're now down by 1 with under 10 seconds. And then on defense, that one doesn't go in. Robot Man will have to try to keep this up. Clover, he cannot do so. And Rams will take game 5. And this truly was a dead even match. Only difference is the Gators were making a little too many small mistakes, and the Rams were able to take advantage of it.
Yeah. And I got to say, that was very well played by both teams. Gators really trying to show who they were in that game 2 and 3, but not quite able to do so in game 5, and Rams ending up on top. And very fun games as well, I must say. Very well played by both teams.
Oh, absolutely. And we're going to try to see if we can't get these guys in for an interview. I really want them because I want to just break that in, but I don't think we're going to have the time for it. It is 10:52. As I said, our streamer mans always hate game 5s on the 10 o'clock hour streams, or not stream, but Jesus, a 10 p.m. match. So Clover. Oh. I want your final thoughts on that match there, because what an incredible series.
Yeah, I gotta say it was very close, and I think if we were to see a best of 7, it would be a lot closer. Both teams playing, I would say, on par with each other, and all it came down to was the Gators messed up just a little too much in that last game and kind of threw away their chance at an overtime. But
Mhm.
other than that, I think that was very great and very well played.
Absolutely. I don't have a lot of complaints there at all, other than just the Gators making a few too many mistakes, robbing us of OT. I was really wanting that OT to be a 12-minute. Not just kidding. I wouldn't want to do that to you, Thor. But that is it for the night, ladies and gentlemen. That was an action-packed and very fun stream, from my understanding. I know this last match right here was fantastic and phenomenal, and I am so glad I had a front row seat to it. But come back tomorrow, because we will have more action starting off at 8 p.m. in the Elite League. You do not want to miss that. And what else can I say other than just to join us again tomorrow? So for Thor and production, myself and Clover, I wish y'all a great night and see you again next time.